What up, what up, what up? This is Mike the Philosopher here with another one. This one is from Support Court, okay? I'm not going to hold you. Let's go in.
All rise. Support court with Judge Van Der Bee is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB1076, Paul case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Mr. Paul,
Yes, ma'am.
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Good to see you back.
Good to see you.
Okay, all right. And the last time you were here, we were here for your daughter. You had both her children.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, who is this?
This is my youngest daughter, Kayla, and we have her kid now, so we're trying to somehow get some more income because she's not giving us really nothing. And we just...
You all are just that great of grandparents. Your children
are.
want to leave
We
their
truly
children
are.
with
Yes,
you?
ma'am.
Well, they did such a good job raising me. They might as well.
Excuse me, Miss Paul. Give me an opportunity to speak with your parents, and I promise you I will come over here to you, okay?
Got it.
Okay.
I think my mama always been jealous of me, honestly. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day.
Sounds like y'all need therapy court instead of
I'm
support court.
jealous of her.
That's what she said.
Is that why you went missing for a year and a half?
Missing?
I was taking care of business.
At 16?
Yes.
What kind of business at 16?
You know what? Let's
Anyway.
finish this business.
Thank you, Judge.
With the
They all
child.
up in my business.
Well, you started it, but I'm going to continue it from here, okay? All right.
I believe
Mr.
she
and
don't
Mrs.
have
Paul.
any business since we have her child
Okay.
living with us.
How old is this child?
What is he, 6 months now?
6 months, yeah.
Oh, it's a newborn.
Yeah,
Yes.
You left your newborn baby with your parents?
every day.
Well, I mean, people make mistakes. And
So
I'm trying to...
he's a mistake?
Wow.
You knew what you
Pretty
were
much.
doing.
Wow.
If I could take it back, I would, honestly. But
If you
Mother
could
of
take
the
what
year.
back?
Really?
everything that's happened over the last year and a half.
So you were pregnant within the last year and a half. Are you speaking about taking that back?
Yes, it was a mistake. People make mistakes all the time.
Our grandchild is not a mistake, okay?
I'm
You're
going
right.
to
I love
I'm
him.
going to act like you did
You
not
love
just say
him?
that.
Yes.
I'm going to act
Show
like
it.
you did not just say that.
Wow.
And we're going to move forward with what's going on today.
Okay.
The reality is that you have a 6-month-old baby boy who you passed off to your parents. Okay? Is that a yes?
Yes.
Okay.
I wonder if it was a little girl, would she be a mistake? I wonder if she kind of salty about it because he's a little boy. No matter, now, keep in mind, this little boy is going to be raised by his grandparents, and he has a mother who views him as a mistake. How do you expect this young man to function? For real. How would you expect the best for this young boy, young black boy? He has a mother who practically disowns him and is willing to dump him off on her parents. And let me say this. This is something that is very a real thing. This is a real thing. I know situations personally where this is a real thing. I know situations, again, I have a broad range of experience in life. I know a situation just like this. How do you expect this young man to function in society? He's going to either be in jail, he's going to be in a gang, he's going to be buried. Those are going to be some of his higher percentage outcomes. If he becomes a CEO at a company, well, he might as well hit the lottery, because he's dealing with a mother who don't love him. And a lot of the boys who have mothers who, I'm not gonna say she don't love him. She said she loved him, okay? But she called him a mistake. And if he was a mistake, she said she would take it back. She would, if she could do it all over again, she wouldn't have had him. So what good is her love if she would take it back? What good is her love? It's fake love. It's really fake. It's love because it doesn't make her look like a monster. Yeah, I love him. But if I could take it all back, I started to say I would have swallowed him if but anyway, let's just go back in, because I'm getting a little too crazy.
They're here today because they want you to pay child support for your son.
Okay. In my defense, they like set up the baby shower and all of that. I never
What does
signed up
that
for any of
mean?
that. And
What?
at the baby shower, they let me know
What?
that if it was anything that I need, they would be there.
Right.
And I need
They-
them right now.
wait a
and
minute.
So they should be here.
Hold on.
Excuse
Let's
us?
rewind. Mrs. Paul, give me 1 minute, okay? Give me 1 minute. Let's rewind something. They threw you a baby shower and told you whatever you needed, they would be there to help, right? Not to, is that a yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
They said they would be there to help, not necessarily take parentage away from you for your child. You understand that, right?
I understand.
They're grandparents. They're not parents.
Exactly.
Yes.
So don't you believe you should be financially supporting your baby boy while he's with your parents?
Hello.
I do, but at the same time,
But-
y'all doing it for Christy. Why can't you do it for me?
Well, and you think that's right?
That had nothing to do with that.
I mean, it's only fair.
So because
Life is
they
not
have
fair.
your
Oh my goodness. Let it finish.
sister's children, they should take in a new baby?
I only had 2 of my own kids.
Well, you gonna do
Now
whatever
I
you
have
want to
3.
do.
I honestly think that it's only fair.
How? Make sense of that.
Fair?
Listen, we have a crisis on our hands, and I'm not sure people know, but entitlement is a disease that is more contagious and more prevalent than let's just say that 19 thing. I can't say the whole thing. Entitlement is I'm not sure what people are what water they're drinking. I'm not sure what kind of genetic mutations is happening among society. But the entitlement in what I can consider typically young African American women is at an all-time high, that it is in a state of emergency. It's not only with strangers. I've seen women entitled with strangers. They walk up to strangers' cars and they ask these strangers for money, and they supposed to sponsor their whole life because they think they're pretty. It's not only happening with their boyfriends. It's not only happening with their husbands. It's not only happening with some of their girlfriends. It's happening with their parents. This entitlement stuff is ridiculous. It has to stop. And I think I know why. I think the reason entitlements are at an all-time high is because the belt disappeared. And the state, the country as a whole, took away the humbleness by handcuffing parents and disciplining their kids. So kids grow up entitled as all get out, and they think everything is owed to them, especially African American women, from my perspective. Now, trust me, I've seen some Caucasian entitled and they grow up to be just as worse. So this is not a race thing. This is not a race thing. You can even look at some Karens and see their entitlement. And I think that the country really made a mistake by taking away the belt of, and look, that's debatable. I know everybody don't agree with corporal punishment, but when corporal punishment left, you're talking about a group and a generation who think everything is supposed to be handed to them on a silver platter, and you is supposed to just accept whatever they give you. And their entitlement is so ridiculous that it is causing problems in every aspect of everybody's life. You can't even have a wife because of entitlements. You can't even have a girlfriend because of entitlements. You can't even have a daughter because of entitlements. From a male perspective, something has to be done with these entitlements, man. We got to bring corporal punishment back. I know it's debatable. It's one of those things, but they lived. Everybody lived. It wasn't something that, and it's another reason why all of society is getting so soft right now. It's why comedians can't even tell jokes anymore, because this world is so soft and entitled. It's really upsetting. Okay, I'm off my soapbox. Let's just go back in, man. It's kind of pissing me off, but let's just go back in.
Mrs. Paul.
I'm
Mrs.
trying.
Paul.
I'm actually trying.
Hold on 1 second, Miss Paul. Mrs. Paul, you are asking some great questions, but they should come from me, okay?
I'm sorry, man.
Just
Your Honor.
give me a minute.
Okay.
Just give me a minute. I understand the frustration. You all are grandparents. I remember correctly, Mr. Paul retired.
Yes, ma'am.
And you all have inherited a newborn baby, so I can definitely understand the frustration. But
yes,
just
ma'am.
give me a moment to get your daughter's side of the story here, okay?
Okay, yeah, because I should be living my best life right now.
You say that, baby.
Traveling, seeing the world.
I do not
They
necessarily
act
disagree
broke.
with that.
They always act broke. It's crazy.
Whether they act like they have money or broke, the point is that they have raised you and your sister. They should not be raising you and your sister's children.
Yes, ma'am, I hear that, but I'm actually trying. I graduated high school.
Congratulations.
I'm in residency school.
Congratulations.
And Christy, on the other hand,
We're not talking about her.
knows what
Excuse
she's
me,
doing in-
excuse me, we're not talking about
Okay.
Christy. We're here to talk about you. Let's not put any blame or anything on her. First of all, she's not here to defend herself.
Right.
Secondly, we're talking about a newborn baby here that belongs to you. So,
Yes, ma'am.
congratulations for graduating high school, being in school,
A year later.
but you're a parent now.
I'm there.
You're a parent now. And that's where I come in to make sure that you financially take care of this child.
Thank you.
Especially
understand.
since the child doesn't live with you.
Exactly.
And
I
hasn't
understand.
lived She only kept him for a week.
A week, Your Honor.
Miss Paul, is that true?
Well, I had to get back to school.
So the answer is yes.
I'm out here trying to save lives. I mean, yes, but
But you're not trying to save your own
Oh.
baby's life?
Exactly.
What make that make sense?
when I have the time, I see him.
When? When's
Yeah,
the last
when?
time you came and
I
seen
was
him?
just there last week.
After
For
what, a
5
month?
minutes?
That's besides the point. I will make time.
How is
if
that
I
beside
need
the
to.
point?
This is their first time bringing up the time situation to me. So
Just like I said, entitlements, and this little boy has to grow up with a mother who ain't gonna make time for him. Now, are there fathers that do this too? Yes, absolutely. And we beat up on the fathers. That's all I'm gonna say. We beat up on the fathers. What we gonna do with her? We gonna let her slide because she a woman? If a man came and seen, if he called his kid, his daughter, a mistake, and if he could take it all back, everybody watching this right now will lay all into him. And then he went to go see his daughter, 5 minutes, broke out. Everybody would have a big, huge problem with that dude. She should get no pass. She should get no pass. And that's another thing. We got to stop our gender biases, because that's another part of society that's broken. And makes my ass itch. Let's go in.
when it becomes a problem and they let me know, then I will make time.
Okay. But it's your baby. This is a baby. A 6-month-old needs a lot more time, attention,
Exactly.
feeding,
I don't have that.
diaper
That's why
change.
I gave him. Well,
Gave?
Well, you didn't give him. You
Gave?
left.
well, that's why he's with you all, because you all have time.
We don't have
You're
time.
retired. You have nothing but time.
We want to travel.
And live.
Well, take him with y'all.
Miss
He's
Paul,
6
Miss Paul,
months.
Miss Paul, Miss Paul.
They didn't have the baby.
Yes, ma'am.
Your parents came in here not to waste my time.
Thank you.
You obviously, with everything you're saying, is wasting my time because it's making 0 sense. 0. Do
Who's
you
the
know
daddy
how many
anyway?
parents have gone to school? Excuse me,
can't
I'm
speak
talking to
on
you. Address me.
I'm sorry. Yes.
Do you know how many parents have gone to school and have raised minor children? It happens every day, every single day. So you're not doing anything that's special. But since you're choosing this route, then your parents have to do what they have to do and make sure that you're at least financially supporting these children. Now, how much is it that you're making?
I make about $48,000
What?
a year. Here they go.
They didn't even know you were making this kind of money?
I mean,
Answer
they're
the
not the ones
question.
signing my
It's a
check.
yes or a no.
No,
You didn't tell your parents you're making this kind of money.
I didn't feel like I had to,
Why would you feel like that?
because it's my name that's on the check and not theirs.
You know
my
what? Let me move over to your parents for
Okay.
1 second.
Just imagine if a guy walked into court and said, "Yeah, I make $100,000," and the baby mama said, "What? You make that much?" And he said, "Yeah, I didn't feel I had to tell her because my name was on the check." It's ridiculous. And I'll just leave it at that for right now, but let's go back in.
Little selfish little girl of ours. Oh my Lord.
What is this about? What type of relationship do you all have?
Right.
Well, we thought it was pretty good, but evidently it's worse off than I thought. I mean, we
Why
raised
is Mama
her to be a better
continuing?
person, but evidently
Why is Mama continuing to play with her hair? That's kind of getting on my nerves a little bit. No disrespect. I'm sure Mama is a good person, but she loves playing with this hair, with this weave. I don't know what it is, but she's looking a little sketchy to me. And let me say this while I'm at it, man, because I'm going to have to get this off my chest. I'm sorry, y'all, I keep stopping it, but the parents are partially to blame. Okay? The parents are partially to blame. They look like two great people who are just the biggest enablers on the planet, right, to me right now. They've enabled not one daughter, but both daughters to grow up, be selfish, hand them their kids. They both threw the kids at their parents. One daughter seen the sister do it, so she said, I can do it too. They're gonna raise the kids. The parents are partially to blame. You raised enabled, spoiled brats that ain't checking for their own freaking kids. And these kids gotta grow up with absent mamas. Absent fathers is horrible. Absent mothers that's therapy. Okay? Absent fathers, horrible. Absent mothers, they need to see a shrink probably for the rest of their life after that. No lie. And the parents are enabling their daughters to do this crap. They are partially to blame. I had to get that off my chest. Let's go in.
She went off track somehow. But
Probably that year she went astray. That year
probably,
and a half.
yeah.
Okay.
She went astray for a year and a half
But
when
yeah.
she was 16.
What I want to know is who's the father? I mean, what is the father doing? I mean,
You know, that is a good question,
I
Mr.
mean-
Paul. Where is this child's
Do you even know who
Probably
he
in
is?
Hawaii with his wife or something.
What?
Oh,
I mean,
Why?
he's married?
I said it was a mistake. I said it was
Why
a
did
mistake.
oh,
Okay. Now
Call
it's
him
making
a
sense
mistake.
now.
Call what you did was a mistake, but the
Exactly.
baby is not a mistake.
Exactly.
Okay.
The only
Well, the mistake
boy
led
in the
to
family.
baby, so kind of all sound like a mistake to me.
Okay,
But-
well, you know what? I'm not going to mistake these child support numbers once I give them to you, okay? Now, you said you make about $48,000 a year, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so that brings your gross to $4,000, making your net $3,356.08. Do you have any other children?
No,
Okay.
I don't know.
don't.
Mr. Paul, what was that?
Trust me, I don't, and I don't,
I don't
plan
know.
on it.
She may have some more that we don't know about. So
Okay. Well, hopefully, if that's the case, you all do not have to take those kids in either.
thank you, Anna.
Miss Paul, I mean, this is ridiculous. You left that baby with your parents, do not provide any financial support, and then have the audacity not even to tell your parents how much money you're making. That's just wrong.
I didn't even think that I had to tell them how much money comes into
No.
my
No,
account.
ma'am. No, ma'am.
Really?
You're wrong. And I'm not going to sit up here and play like you're not. I'm telling you to your face, you're wrong. So, net is $3,356.08. Who can, never mind. How much is health insurance for this baby?
What?
Like 250?
250, yeah, 250.
For the baby alone?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, all right. All right, so we're also gonna make you reimburse health insurance of $250.
Excuse me?
That did you not hear me? You want me to say it a little louder? It's $250 for a health insurance reimbursement. Okay? Plus your child support obligation of $671.
Yes.
That brings monthly child support to $921.
Okay, well, if I gotta pay that, I'm not coming around. Like,
And you know
You're
what?
either gonna get
And
child
you know
support or
what?
time.
I missed something. I missed something because your parents asked for back pay.
Hello.
back
They
pay.
asked for back pay since the baby has been living with them. That comes out to $5,526, and I'm going to have you reimburse that at $100 a month.
Thank
so
you.
that $921 plus an additional $100 comes out to $1,021 that you're going to be paying your parents every month.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're
Even though
welcome.
I was coming to visit him and stuff, like
Even though
Visit?
you were coming to
Yes.
visit, you just said something key. You said visit. You're the parent. They should be visiting,
Hello.
not the other way around. They've raised you and your sister. It's not their responsibility to raise your child. So since they have chosen to take on that responsibility, you're going to be responsible for the financial side. Is there anything further?
no, ma'am.
Okay. Is there anything further, Mr. and Mrs. Harrell? I mean, I'm sorry, Mr. and Mrs. Paul. I called you by your first name,
Yes,
Mr.
yes,
Paul.
that's okay. That's okay. Anything else, baby?
Well, let's take what we can get because anything else?
Okay. No, I think
Want
that's
my
it.
money.
Okay. Excuse me, ma'am?
Yes, I'm sorry. Excuse me when you get done.
Yes, ma'am. Was there something else you needed to
No,
let me know?
ma'am.
Okay. I heard you mumble a little bit. I didn't know if you had something else to say.
I had something in my throat.
Oh, okay.
I bet you did.
Mrs. Paul. Mr. Paul, that's inappropriate.
Oh,
Mrs.
I'm sorry.
Paul.
I'm sorry.
We just need to make sure we need to set up visitation schedule because she
Her
does
and
need
this
to take
hair
care
is
of
killing
them
Yes, she
me.
does.
when we travel.
Well, here's the deal. Legally, you can't force her to do that, okay? The only thing you all can do is, make sure you maintain your custody, right? And she can see the baby, but that's going to depend on what she wants to do. If she doesn't want to visit the child, I can't make her do that, but I can make her pay.
Well, we'll rather take something instead of nothing.
Okay. Well, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You have a good life.
I will.
Hi, guys. It's
Wow. Like, for real. I don't know if this is real stuff, but I'm reacting as if it's real because there are some real life scenarios out there like this. And some might say she was acting like the dude. It's amazing how the guy, the father, is where the hell is he? In Hawaii? You know what I think? I don't even think she know the guy's real name. I think he was some kind of fling in Hawaii or whatever, smashed her, and she probably don't even know this dude's last name. And that's why he was so-called a mistake. The baby is so-called a mistake. And why the mother don't want really nothing to do with him. Couldn't bring herself to, terminate whatever, but had him. Good for him. At least he'll have a chance in life. And seemingly don't want to show him no love. I think she want to just do her career thing, think about herself, because that's all that she can understand in this world is herself. Not the baby daddy, not the baby, not her parents. All she got room in her small little brain is for herself. Thinking about her and her situation. Very selfish. If a guy was this way, I would say the same thing. Very selfish. Hit the like, share, and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one. 'Cause she trash. Peace.